Michelle LaVaughn Robinson Obama, born on January 17, 1964, in Chicago, Illinois, has become one of the most recognizable and influential women of the 21st century. As the wife of Barack Obama, the 44th President of the United States, Michelle Obama served as the First Lady from 2009 to 2017. However, her story is much more than just her role as the First Lady. It is a tale of resilience, determination, and a deep commitment to making a difference in the world. Raised on the south side of Chicago, Michelle grew up in a tight-knit working-class family. Her father, Fraser Robinson Ayu, was a city water plant employee who was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis but continued to work despite his illness. Her mother, Marion Shields Robinson, stayed at home to raise Michelle and her older brother, Craig. The Robinson family lived in a small apartment on the upper floor of a bungalow owned by Michelle's great-aunt. Despite the modest circumstances, the Robinsons instilled in their children the values of hard work, education, and perseverance. From an early age, Michelle showed academic promise. She was a bright student who skipped the second grade and attended a gifted program at her elementary school. Her dedication to her studies continued through high school at Whitney's Young Magnet High School, where she was an honor student and a member of the National Honor Society. Michelle's academic success was fueled by her determination to defy the low expectations often placed on African American students, especially those from the south side of Chicago. In 1981, Michelle graduated from high school as the salutatorian of her class and was accepted to Princeton University. At Princeton, Michelle faced challenges as one of the few African American students on campus, but she persevered. Earning a degree in sociology with a minor in African American studies in 1985. Her senior thesis, Princeton Educated Blacks in the Black Community, explored the challenges faced by Black students at predominantly white institutions and reflected her deep concern for social issues in the Black community. After graduating from Princeton, Michelle continued her education at Harvard Law School, where she earned her Juris Doctor degree in 1988. At Harvard, she participated in civil rights work and was involved with the Harvard Legal Aid Bureau, providing legal services to low-income residents. Her time at Harvard solidified her commitment to social justice and public service, and she emerged as a strong advocate for underrepresented communities. Michelle returned to Chicago after law school, where she joined the law firm Sidley Austin as an associate specializing in marketing and intellectual property law. It was at Sidley Austin that she met Barack Obama, a summer intern whom she was assigned to mentor. The two quickly formed a connection, sharing a passion for community service and a commitment to social justice. They began dating, and in 1992 they were married in a ceremony at Trinity United Church of Christ in Chicago. Although Michelle enjoyed her work as a lawyer, she felt a growing desire to contribute more directly to her community. In 1991, she left corporate law to work in public service, first as an assistant to Chicago Mayor Richard Daley, and then as the executive director for the Chicago Office of Public Allies, a nonprofit organization that encouraged young people to pursue careers in public service. Her work with Public Allies was particularly meaningful to her, as it allowed her to mentor young people and help them develop leadership skills. In 1996, Michelle took on the role of Associate Dean of Student Services at the University of Chicago, where she developed the university's first community service program. Her work in higher education continued as she became the Vice President for Community and External Affairs at the University of Chicago Medical Center in 2002. In this role, she worked to improve the relationship between the medical center and the surrounding community, focusing on increasing access to health care for underserved populations. As Barack's political career began to take off, Michelle continued to balance her professional responsibilities with her role as a wife and mother. The couple welcomed their first daughter, Malia Ann, in 1998, and their second daughter, Natasha Sasha, in 2001. Michelle prioritized her family, making sure that their daughters grew up with a sense of normalcy despite their father's demanding career. Barack's election to the U.S. Senate in 2004 marked a turning point in the Obamas' lives. As Barack's national profile grew, Michelle became an increasingly prominent figure in her own right. She played a critical role in his 2008 presidential campaign, serving as one of his most trusted advisors and a key surrogate on the campaign trail. Her speeches were widely praised for their warmth, intelligence, and relatability, helping to humanize her husband and connect with voters on a personal level. When Barack Obama was elected as the 44th President of the United States in November 2008, Michelle became the first African-American First Lady in U.S. history. Her role as First Lady was groundbreaking in many ways, and she approached it with the same dedication and passion that had defined her career up to that point. As First Lady, Michelle Obama focused on a number of key initiatives that reflected her long-standing commitment to education, health, and military families. One of her most notable initiatives was the Let's Move campaign launched in 2010, which aimed to combat childhood obesity by promoting healthy eating and physical activity. The initiative sought to raise awareness about the importance of nutrition and exercise and included efforts to improve school lunches, encourage physical education, and increase access to healthy foods in underserved communities. The Let's Move campaign was widely praised for its comprehensive approach to addressing a pressing public health issue. Michelle worked closely with schools, community organizations, and private companies to create a supportive environment for healthy living. She also led by example, planting the White House kitchen garden to promote the benefits of homegrown produce and healthy eating. The garden became a symbol of her commitment to nutrition and sustainability and was a popular educational tool for students and visitors to the White House. In addition to her work on health and wellness, Michelle Obama was a strong advocate for education. She launched the Reach Higher initiative, which aimed to inspire young people to pursue higher education and training beyond high school. Through this initiative, Michelle encouraged students to take charge of their futures by applying to college, seeking financial aid, and exploring career opportunities. She visited schools across the country, often in underserved areas, to speak with students and share her own story of overcoming obstacles to achieve academic success. Michelle's passion for supporting military families was another cornerstone of her tenure as First Lady. Together with Dr. Jill Biden, she launched the Joining Forces initiative, which focused on providing resources and support for military families, veterans, and caregivers. The initiative sought to address the unique challenges faced by military families, including employment, education, and healthcare. Through Joining Forces, Michelle and Dr. Biden worked to raise awareness of the sacrifices made by military families and to mobilize support from the public and private sectors. Throughout her time as First Lady, Michelle Obama was known for her commitment to inclusivity and diversity. She used her platform to celebrate the contributions of women, people of color, and marginalized communities, and she often highlighted the importance of empathy and understanding in building a more just and equitable society. Her efforts to promote cultural exchange and dialogue were evident in the many events and initiatives she led at the White House, including hosting state dinners, organizing cultural performances, and welcoming guests from around the world. Michelle's style and fashion choices also garnered significant attention during her time as First Lady. She was praised for her elegance and sophistication, and her ability to mix high fashion with affordable brands made her a relatable and influential figure in the fashion world. Designers such as Jason Wu, Tracy Reese, and Narciso Rodriguez became household names. Thanks to Michelle's support, and her fashion choices were often seen as a reflection of her values, empowering women, supporting American designers, and embracing diversity. In addition to her public role, Michelle Obama was a devoted mother and wife. She often spoke about the importance of maintaining a sense of normalcy for her daughters, Malia and Sasha. Despite the pressures of living in the White House, the Obamas made a concerted effort to create a nurturing and supportive environment for their family, prioritizing dinner together whenever possible and ensuring that their daughters were involved in community service and other activities. As her husband's second term came to an end, Michelle Obama began to reflect on her time in the White House and the impact she had made. She was widely regarded as one of the most effective and popular First Ladies in modern history, admired for her intelligence, grace, and authenticity. Her ability to connect with people from all walks of life, combined with her commitment to important social issues, left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire millions around the world. After leaving the White House in January 2017, Michelle Obama continued to be an influential public figure. She published her memoir, Becoming, in November 2018, which quickly became a bestseller and was praised for its candid and introspective account of her life. In the book, Michelle shared her experiences growing up on the South Side of Chicago, her journey through Princeton and Harvard, her career in public service, and her time as First Lady. Because also touched on more personal aspects of her life, including her marriage, motherhood, and the challenges of living in the public eye. Becoming was more than just a memoir. It was a cultural phenomenon. Michelle embarked on a highly successful book tour where she spoke to sold-out audiences about her life, her values, and her hopes for the future. The book tour was an opportunity for Michelle to connect with people on a personal level, and her warmth, humor, and wisdom resonated with readers of all ages and backgrounds. In addition to her work as an author, Michelle Obama has remained active in public life through the Obama Foundation, which she co-founded with her husband. The foundation focuses on leadership development, civic engagement, and global citizenship, with a particular emphasis on empowering young people to make a difference in their communities. Through initiatives such as the Obama Presidential Center, the foundation aims to inspire the next generation of leaders to create positive change in the world. Michelle has also continued to advocate for issues close to her heart, including education, health, and women's rights. She launched the Global Girls Alliance in 2018, a program aimed at empowering adolescent girls around the world through education. The initiative seeks to remove barriers to education for girls in underserved communities, providing them with the tools and resources they need to reach their full potential. In recent years, Michelle Obama has expanded her influence through media and entertainment. She and Barack Obama founded Higher Ground Productions, a production company that has partnered with Netflix to create content that reflects their values and interests. Through Higher Ground, Michelle has been involved in producing documentaries, series, and films that explore important social issues and celebrate diverse voices. Michelle's impact extends beyond her accomplishments and initiatives. She has become a symbol of hope, resilience, and possibility for millions of people around the world. Her journey from the South Side of Chicago to the White House is a testament to the power of hard work, education, and a commitment to service